See how they're doing. All right, y'all, so I planted, these are my beets, as you saw in the previous video. And then I also planted some spinach in this container here. So I have an addition. I didn't film the planting spinach video because basically it was the same exact thing as the beet thing. But I should have, let me see, like 14 spinach plants in here. So hopefully there'll be enough spinach to actually, you know, be able to eat something off of. But still no progress. I'm gonna keep you updated. So yes, I am back with another boredom quarantine video. And so today I'm gonna be making a beetroot berry smoothie juice type thing. I don't know, so just watch what I do. So basically these are the ingredients that you will need. 1 cup of blueberries, 1 cup of strawberries. These are frozen because, you know, I like my drinks kind of cold, like a smoothie. 1 beet that I washed, and some kale. And that's gonna be all what you need. Simple 4 ingredients. The thing about it is the beet, I know a lot of people might not like the flavor of a beet, but when you add all these ingredients together, you really cannot taste, or the flavor of the beet is not noticeable. And if you wash your beet really well, you will not get that grainy kind of texture. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So when you're washing your beet, you want to kind of use lukewarm water, not hot, not cold or anything like that. And make sure you wash it really good to get that outer layer of dirt and like sandy grit off. You can use a scrubber like I did to just make sure you get everything, absolutely everything off. Make sure to get the upper leaves too, because we're going to use those as well. And at the end, I'm going to show you how dirty the water is after cleaning it. Look at all that stuff that's in there. Okay, so now we're gonna wash our kale, and you may be thinking, Willie, why are you using a whole bucket full of kale? Well, kale really doesn't have that much liquid in it, so we're not gonna get a lot of juice out of it, but it's still important that we wash it. So as you're seeing right here, I'm just filling up a little bowl, not a little bowl, but a pretty big, decent sized bowl, and I'm just, you know, tumbling it around and just rinsing it out. And then at the end, after I rinse it out one time, I'm going to massage the kale. And from what I've read online is that massaging the kale helps break down the cell structure some kind of way, and it gives it a more gentle flavor, and it gives it a softer texture, which is definitely going to help when we juice it. In preparing your beets for the juicer, you really want to try and get small pieces that's going to make it easier to pass through the juicer. So your juicer doesn't get clogged up. So basically what I do is I chop off both of the ends, and then I just start to slice the beet. And it's a really hard root vegetable, so you have to use a lot of force, but be careful. And then once I have it into slices, you can't really see here, I had the camera angle wrong, but I just slice those slices into like little cubes. So I get little cubes of beets. And then also I use the stems and the little root part. You're gonna see I use the whole, whatever I buy in the store, I use the whole thing just to make sure, you know, different parts of fruits and vegetables are more concentrated in different nutrients. So it's important, I think, at least, to incorporate every part of the vegetable, because I really want to get all the nutrients possible out of my produce. So once you have everything chopped up, your fresh ingredients chopped and washed, it's going to look something like this. This is my bowl of kale that I'm going to use, and these are the beets that I just chopped. And basically you're gonna need a juicer, and this is the little juicer I got off eBay for like real cheap. But basically we're gonna juice these beets and the kale to get beet and kale juice. And you're gonna see in the video how I juiced them. I'm going to put beet, and then I'm gonna go back to kale. I'm gonna put in beet and then kale, and keep going, switching back and forth from the two. That's gonna prevent the juicer from clogging and stopping up. So like I was saying before, we really want to prevent the juicer from being clogged and stopping up. Pro tip number 1 is make sure that your vegetables are finely chopped. That's going to be the most important thing when juicing. It just allows the juicer to get a better grip on all the materials, and allows them to juice a lot easier. So now I have my juicer running. I put in a whole bunch of kale, and as you can see, it's starting to come out, but the kale does not have a lot of juice. The beets are really the more juicier vegetable that I'm doing today. So rotating between the drier and the wetter produce allows it to kind of push out that dry kale, and then the beet kind of like flushes everything out. So that's why it's important to go in between your dry produce and then your wet produce. It kind of helps your whole juicer flow a little bit better. I have just finished juicing the kale and the beets, and this is how much liquid came out of it. It is almost 16 ounces of juice, This is what the juicer looks like. Really messy thing to do, but this is what the fiber looks like that has come out of the beets and the kale. It's really compact and dry. So as you can see, it's just juiced. It's just smushed everything out of here and just left all of the fiber. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to take our pitcher with the beet and kale juice, and we're going to add our frozen strawberries and blueberries to it, and we're just gonna hit blend. I put my blender has an automatic smoothie setting that supposedly makes the best smoothies possible by some auto technology. I don't know, and I just hit that button, and so basically just blend it all together, and then you're gonna see it comes out super fine because it doesn't have that pulp and fiber, so it's a lot smoother. It's very smooth. It's not thick at all. So I'm done with the beetroot, strawberry, blueberry, kale smoothie juice combo. I don't really know. It's really good. It's not really strong. The beet flavor is really not that upfront. It's really not that strong in the juice. What you do taste is a lot of, I taste strawberry more than anything. Then I kind of get a hint of beet. Wash the beet really, really good. It's not going to be dirty. It's not going to be gritty. It's not going to be any of those type of things. It's really clean. You can't taste the kale at all. I know kale is disgusting. Nobody likes that. Can't taste that at all. The sweetness, if anything, the beet overpowers the kale, and then the sweetness from the blueberries and strawberries both subdue that kind of unique and specific beet flavor. So definitely, it just tastes like a all-around fresh, cool, sweet drink. I mean, I don't really know how else to describe it. It's not like a smoothie. Have you ever tried to like grind up just any type of vegetable or carrots or anything? It's like very pulpy. Not pulpy at all because we juiced, and you saw the fiber that came out of the juicer. We took all that out and just got the juice, so it was just straight juice. I showed you how smooth it was when I poured it out. It's very smooth, sweet, cool, refreshing. It's not, even if you don't like beets, you would still like this drink. It's pretty good to me. It's pretty good. The hardest step is the juicing step, because you have to prepare the kale, prepare the beet, wash the beet, chop the beet, and then you have to put it in that juicer. It takes a little bit of time to do that, and then it's a messy process at that. So if anything, the hardest step is the juicing step, but after that, throw it in the blender, hit blend, boom, 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 ready to drink. But the hardest part is just the juicing step. But it's definitely worth it. I mean, it's delicious.